Hey folks, how's it going? Today we're going to be discussing Kerf and how it affects your laser cutting and what you can do to rectify it. So basically Kerf is the material removed when you're cutting, whether it be with a laser, a saw, any kind, but yeah, any kind of saw really, a knife. It's the amount of material that is removed and either turned into sawdust or whatever. So in Lightburn we have a really handy dandy tool and it's called the Kerf offset. So what I've done is I've drawn 4 samples up here and I'm going to alter each one of them to different settings. You can see I've got one at 0.0 millimeters, 0.1 millimeters, 0.2 millimeters and 0.3, and we're going to cut them all. So my speeds, I'm cutting at 20 with 80% power and minimum power is 20 as well. Whilst I'm editing these files, I'm just going to talk about why you might want these perfect curve settings and the applications that you might use them in. So there's a few reasons why you might want perfect curve settings, and a couple of them is box cutting, if you're doing inlays, if a client's ordered a specific size for a specific reason, then you'll want that shape that you're cutting out to be bang on the size that you want. So achieving the perfect settings can all be done by just experimentation like what I'm doing here in this video and finding out what your curve setting is. So now that they're all out, we can start comparing the cuts, and you can see with the 0.0 there's quite a lot of wiggle room there and it's just not going to be acceptable for the finished product. 0.1 is a little bit better, but there's still a little bit of wiggle room. It's kind of hard to pick it up on the camera there, but you can definitely see there's a wee bit too much. 0.2 is pretty much flawless, although it doesn't hold itself when you've put the two together and it just separates. Whereas 0.3 is not enough and you can't even get those in together. So we're going to be looking at somewhere between 0.2 and 0.3. So we'll just get the board set up again, get these out of the way, and you can see there that I've got the board sitting on these metal discs. They're actually magnets, and I use them to hold warped boards in place. They just snap on top. It's get them from anywhere. I'll have them linked in the bio though, on my Amazon shop. So yeah, we'll just delete these two and then we'll go ahead and edit these so they represent 0.225 and 0.25. It's a fraction of a difference, but you'll see once it's cut out how much of a difference it actually does make to the overall fit, if you will, of the shapes. So now that I've got these engraving parts in the right place, I'll just go back into the go back into the cut settings and edit the Kerf offset to match what we're wanting to cut. So now that that's done, I'm happy to jump over on the laser and cut these out and give these a wee test. I accidentally had the priority for the engraving below the cut setting, so I had to go in and change that. So it cuts after it engraves. So once these have cut out, we can go in and compare them again and see what's looking best. So now you can see that the 0.225 is actually a really good fit. It holds itself together and it'll be perfect for when you're building boxes, etc. So that's probably the most accurate curve setting that I'm going to get. And then the 0.25 is actually a little bit too tight still, and it's going to be a battle to get them to close up together. So looking at that 0.225 again, you can see it's really nice and neat. So we're going to head across now and cut out the boxes, and it's just a speed run through so you can see what the process is and how it looks at the end. So once I've got everything cut out, I take it away, I give it a sand, and then I'll dry fit it all together, and here we go. There's the finished product. These are just dry fitted, so there's no glue involved, and it's holding its shape. You can see, obviously, before you send it off to your client and that, you'll want to give it a glue. I just use CA glue. As always, if you found something in this video helpful, please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.